You're right.
Why would I want to come there if you act like this?
Exactly.
You're concerned that you're drinking too much, are you?
Not so much now, but initially I think I did have a tendency to party a lot and get intoxicated.
You have a drinking problem, Mother. You do. Are you really going to sit here and say you don't have a drinking problem?
I do not have a drinking problem.
Mom, you stole the whiskey from Debbie's hotel room.
Have you been drinking since you got here?
Wait.
No.
You haven't been drinking since you got here?
No. On the plane, I had, they give you a little...
You drank on the way here, but not here.
Yes. They give you a little thing of Jack Daniels like this.
Well, because according to Debbie, you charged 2 bottles of Jack Daniels and 1 bottle of Maker's Mark to Hannah's room.
There was a bottle of Jack Daniels, bottle maker, 2 bottles, and then 1 to Hannah's room, 2 to my room. So when we went to check out this morning, I had a bill, and I'm from the bar, and what is this?
No.
So I called down there, and they said it was for the 2 bottles of whiskey, and then when we checked out, Hannah had 1 on her room.
No. Did you deny them? Because I didn't do them.
Well, he said something. They just didn't disappear. He said,
Pardon me?
Well, you
No, I had
disputed
to
the
pay for
charge,
it.
right?
Right. I mean, he said somebody has to pay for it. Yes, I disputed it.
Because you didn't drink it.
I didn't drink it, but he said somebody has to pay for it.
So they put it on your room.
Put it on my room.
Your
1
room.
on her room, 2
Because
on
we
my
called the
room, 2
hotel.
in my room.
Somebody drank it. Maybe the people that sold your billfold got in there drinking.
You just never know, but I'm telling you, I did not drink a drop of alcohol since my feet hit here. I have not had 1 drop. I had out of the little refrigerator 2 Diet Coke, but no alcohol. I'm telling you the God's truth. I did not do it.
But what's your drink of choice, Mom?
Whiskey and Crystal Light pink lemonade. Does that make me guilty, Charlie? There's a lot of people out there that drink whiskey. I'm not saying you use lemonade in it.
Well, Mom, somebody drank it.
I'm telling you, girls,
You're
I
pointing
didn't
to
do
the
it.
audience? All right. If you got in Hannah's room and got 2 bottles of Jack Daniels, fess up now.
So was it Jack
Because if I
Daniels?
find out later, it's going to be trouble. 2 bottles of Jack Daniels, 1 bottle of Maker's Mark.
I'm telling you, I don't even know what Maker's Mark is, if you want the God's truth. I don't. I do
That's her
not.
drink of choice at home.
What?
Maker's Mark?
Maker's Mark whiskey.
I don't even know what that is, Char.
And she denies everything. Denies.
Hey, let me tell you something. You guys could bring me here every day and you could try to brainwash me to the cows come home. I'm not going to say I did something I did not do. I did not have any alcohol since my feet hit this place. Not 1 drop.
What do you reckon happened to it?
Honest to God, I didn't even know this till just now.
What do you say?
I know I didn't drink it. I was with Hannah 24/7, and I was with Debbie a lot. None of us were like it. So unless, she drank it. We went out Saturday night to Margaritaville, and she was very, very odd in her behavior that night. And she did not drink while she was with us, but she was loopy.
She was out of it.
She what?
She was out of it. She was definitely being strange.
So either she drank or, I don't know.
I drank water that night, H2O, and that makes me loopy. Undoubtedly, I'll have to take that under
Yes,
advice.
when you were with us and in our sight, you were drinking water, as we were too. The whiskey was drank, and we didn't do it, so who did it?
I know you don't believe, but I'm not going to say I did something that I did not do.
So you didn't do anything they're talking about. You didn't get in the truck.
I didn't
You
get in
didn't
the
steal
truck.
the $7,000. You didn't drink the whiskey.
No.
You didn't tell them to go form a on themselves. You didn't flip them off. You didn't. None of this stuff. They're just.
They disrespected me, but not answering
They're
me.
delusional.
Can I say something about the truck incident? You had told me that you had gone with this person to get Steve a birthday gift in the truck. I don't know.
No, Debbie, that's not.
When I
I'm not going to admit to something I
I'm
did
just
not
telling you
do.
what you told me when I asked you about the truck. You told me that you got in the truck, you went to go find Steve a birthday gift.
That's a big gift. If you take a semi-trailer truck to get it,
But I didn't. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
but she told you she got in the truck.
She said she went with this person to go find a gift for, yes, birthday gift, yes.
Did you tell her that?
I don't remember telling her that.
If you don't admit to, if you're not against,
Maybe that's how you got to the other store.
I was at Walmart later. They're not even talking about the same thing. That's why they're confused, because I wasn't even at Walmart.
I'm talking about the same day. We're all talking about the Walmart.
yes.
Yes.
I know I said in part 1 commentary that I'm happy for her to be leaning into her freedom because she's never had it before. To clarify, a person can lean into their freedom and sow their wild oats without hooking up with random truckers in a Walmart parking lot. That's dangerous. So no one supports that.
If you're not going to admit to things that you didn't do, then what are you going to admit to?
That you're all disrespectful and you don't have your good intention and that you're all just here to attack, and I will not admit to anything I did not do. I will take a lie detector. How about that?
Well,
Yeah, let's do that.
you say it's confusing. Well, what's not confusing is what this boyfriend, Steve, that you're talking about said. He said the following: Teresa and I have been together nearly 2 years. In May of 17, I added Teresa to my savings, checking, and life insurance accounts, and in November 17, I co-signed on a car for her. In October 17, she took $400 from an account, and when I asked her what she spent it on, she said she couldn't remember. In January of 18, she took $1,600 out of my savings.
What?
She said it was for a surgery, but Debbie told me Teresa had it wired to some scammer. I know Teresa talks to a lot of guys on her phone, but she denies it. I hope Teresa gets things straightened out, or there's just no future for us. That's what Stephen had to say.
You want me to tell you what's true of that? The bank account that we have together, and what I can't really need it. Let me this over here. And the car incident. We got a better interest rate by putting him first and me second. We're both on the car. And who makes that payment? He kind of omitted that part. That would be this bad person. With my own money.
Well, you're skipping over the part about taking $2,000 out of his accounts.
No, he specified it there, $1,600 out of my savings. What he's not telling you, what he's calling his savings, my money goes in that same account. So I think we should change that my to an O-U-R.
Okay, it was his income tax return money that he had just gotten, and you asked him for the money for your surgery, and you thought, this is when you thought Jeffrey was coming, and you told me $900 of that and sent it to Jeffrey, and you were saving the rest, I'm assuming, if maybe you needed a airplane ticket, because at that point you and Jeffrey were planning on meeting.
What? Okay, let me tell you what's true there. I did get scammed online by a gentleman that I thought was named Jeffrey, but as it turns out, God only knows what. I did send a total of $4,000. I've admitted that.
Sorry about that.
It happens to me. Well, it does, Charlie. That's why you guys don't have a clue what it's like to date today. So when you get my age and you've lived my life and you're perfect, call me. And I live, 2 miles from you? Come and see me once in a while. You live 4 blocks from me. Why don't you come and see me? And you know an awful lot for never coming either.
So, Mom, why would I want to come there if you act like this?
Exactly.
Because you're disrespectful.
No, because
I won't let
we
you guys get
can't,
away
you're
with
not
it.
approachable. I don't come visit you, Mom, because I don't know if I'm going to get attacked if I walk in the door or not.
That's not true.
That is
if
very
you treat
true.
me nicely and with respect, everything will go great.
Teresa has been juggling several men in real life and online. There's Stephen, who she lives with. Then there's someone who calls himself Jeffrey, that you now know is not real. Another online guy named Bran, and a gentleman who goes by Target Bradshaw. Take a look.
Teresa was involved in an online romance scam. The guy sent her 2 checks. The total amount of both checks came to over $5,000. To my knowledge, his name was Target.
Currently, I have 2 men I have chatted with online for a good 2 years as well. Target Bradshaw. And the other gentleman, Rand, I've only spoken to Target. Target actually calls me sometimes 2 or 3 times a day, sometimes every other day. It just varies. I don't recognize the accent. I just know it sounds to me non-American. These are some of my texts from Target. This one up here says, I love you. And then this one down here says, you don't understand, do you? It's a convenient way to say it's not my fault. He's whining basically about money. He has asked me for money. I have not sent either one of them money.
Jeffrey, yes.
$4,000, but this guy's not, you haven't sent him any money.
Correct.
Okay. And
Nor have I Brant.
Where
Okay.
did who did you send?
how often do you talk to Target?
Every day.
Okay. But there are red flags you're ignoring there, in my opinion. And, according to Debbie, you've had limited contact with all of these guys. I mean, Jeffrey, military, overseas. You spoke for 2 years, not met him. You're speaking to Target now, 2 years, accent, overseas, never met. You're texting Brand for 1.5 years, military, never spoke. Jeffrey asked for money to be together. Also, Brand, Target, Jeffrey all want money, say they love you. Target, $5,000 check fraud. Still dating.
No, that we don't know, or I don't know anyways, where the checks came from. They were one of the 2 checks went directly to the bank. I went to the bank. I told them it was not my money. They needed to take it out. Oh no, it's got your account number on it. It has to go in your account. I left both of them there for 11 days.
Well, you gave your bank account information to Target.
True. Idiot.
And, these are the checks that we're talking about. You get 2 checks for $2,500 that you deposit into your account, right?
One I deposited, one I never seen.
One got deposited, she
Like a
deposited,
direct
the other
debit.
one was supposedly he mailed directly into the account. However, he had the account number, and then she was supposed to go get the money out, take it, and wire it to
I
him.
wanted to make sure it had cleared first, and the bank told me it did, but it actually did not.
And then
They
she was trying
contacted
to
me
blame
later.
it on the bank, saying it was the bank's
I'm not
fault.
trying, Debbie. Listen, this is the facts. I know you think you control everything, but not this time. This rodeo's not over yet.
Teresa, you can't admit to anything you do wrong, or
Debbie,
that's the
I
problem.
don't
That's
even,
the
there weren't even
problem
their names
with
on the
the
check.
whole
You
life.
realize that?
Well,
Why
when
are
you were
you-
wiring money, you're wiring it to people you didn't know, and they'd say, "Oh, well, you got to give it to my friend."
Why
Why
the
are you
other
still
one.
talking to this guy if you got in trouble with the bank?
Because you didn't listen to me. I tried to
Yeah, I
tell you.
did. You said his name wasn't on the check.
No, I don't know who sent the checks, is what I'm saying. And that's the God's truth. I do not. And in fact, none of those guys you named, names were on either check.
So who is Target Bradshaw? Now, according to Teresa, he lives in Benin City, Nigeria. He's 59 years old. He's a design engineer. He claims to be from California or the U.S. He's requested money, $1,200, to fly back to America.
True.
Well, we use a legal search service. There is no Target Bradshaw that has ever lived in California or the United States ever.
Okay.
And he just doesn't exist. Conclusion, Target does not exist. I mean, there is no Target. I mean, there's a store,
Yeah?
Target, but there's not anybody named Target. And you, having been burned once already, I would think you would be hypersensitive to it. Now, there are pictures that are supposedly Target Bradshaw. So there are photos of him, and here they are. These are the pictures. Nice looking guy. I mean, clearly. But he has a accent, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well, inspired by Debbie, our team has been working around the clock, and we actually found this man, those photos, the man that you believe to be Target. Leon, come on out. Leon, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to meet you. Have a seat. Well, Leon, you are a target, but you're not the target.
And I see a resemblance.
No, you don't. That is the picture. That is the man that is supposedly Target Bradshaw. Take a look at him.
Nice
Is it
to meet
interesting to see him? Yeah. And let me be very clear. I want this very clearly in the record. This man is in no way involved in any scam other than to be a victim. His identity has been stolen, his picture has been stolen, and it has been used not just with you, but with others before. So,
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Phil. It's been probably over 100 times. There's a romance scam site that they post these on.
Wow.
100 times. So you've actually set up, because it's happened so much, and I mean, you are a good-looking guy, and you're at the age that fits for the targets that they typically use, no pun intended. And so once your picture gets stolen, it gets distributed into these workrooms in Nigeria, and they just use it over and over and over again with a different name, a different story, a different set of facts. And so you've actually been proactive and set up a Facebook page, so it's easy for people to find your image, and you've put on there, hey, this is me, I'm not, don't send any money to somebody with this picture, because that's not me, right? Tell us about the Facebook page.
People would use those fake names, but then they started using Leon Picor, my name too. So it was like, well, they're using my name, and I'd report it to Facebook, and then they'd shut them down. But then they would just open a new email like that tomorrow.
And I'm a victim of it. Robin's a victim of it. There's something on the internet called clickbait, and y'all know you'll be reading a story, and you get to the bottom of it, and it'll have Robin's picture or Oprah's picture or my picture or whatever, and it will say, Robin finally tells the truth about her marriage to Dr. Phil or whatever, or here it is. What's this one say? Robin reveals her biggest secrets against Dr. Phil's wishes. I mean, there's misspellings and all. Then you click on this, and it throws you straight into a product that's selling lotions or creams, and then people think that it's Robin's products, which are very high-end, scientifically based products, and they, unsuspecting, buy them and are victimized, right, Robin?
That's right. They believe everything because of the pictures, and you'll notice they use reputable magazine covers and such in these ads, and so they do think it's mine, and they get in there and they're sent maybe some Vaseline or just soapy water, and they use different names for the product. So if you've been scammed by this one, they'll just put up a different one. And they say it's for a free trial offer. But once you then order that free trial offer, you are in the system and they keep sending it to you, but you're paying a ridiculous price for the shipping. And it is very, very hard to get out of it.
The only thing you can do is, Leon, what you're doing is come and just be very visible about it. People know you are the real you. And the only place you can buy Robin McGraw products is at Robin McGraw Revelation. If it isn't Robin McGraw Revelation, it's not her. If it's not RobinMcGrawRevelation.com, it's not her. If anybody's asking for money and using this picture or Leon's name, don't send it because it's not you, right?
That's correct.
And I wanted you to see this because you need to stop talking to these guys online. They're fakes, they're frauds, they're phonies. They're in a workroom in Nigeria. It could be some 60-year-old woman. You don't know. They're just trying to help you because you're close to it. You don't see it.
She thinks we're trying to ruin her life and that we're all jealous of
No,
her.
that's not what I think. I
Mom,
think
that
that
you
you're being
said
judgmental and disrespectful.
And you keep
Let's be
telling
clear
me,
about
you
that.
keep
That's
calling
other
me the
than
green-eyed monster, saying that I'm
No, you've
jealous.
said it to us. You said they're jealous, that they're trying to
Debbie is
control
jealous.
you. She loves you, she loves you, she loves you. They're all three motivated by love. They're not trying to get you to not have fun. They want you to have fun. They just want you to do it in a way that you don't look back a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now and say, oh my God, what the hell was I doing? I lost my head. I lost my money. I lost my dignity. They're coming at you from love. You may not like the message, but they are.
I lost a son 36 years ago, and it was traumatic. He was 3 months of age. His name was Donald. How I dealt with the grief and the loss of Donald was I began to eat myself to death. I didn't want to do anything illegal or criminal. I was definitely overeating to an obsession. Truthfully, I lost about 12 years of my life. I had extreme depression and I just didn't know how to deal, and I felt like I had really failed as a mother.
Have you heard anything from anybody here today, me, the three of them, that causes you to rethink anything?
Truthfully?
Yeah.
No. I already knew their stand and how they feel, and they never come and they never call. But now all of a sudden they're concerned and they call you.
This is a statement from Teresa's ex-husband, Don. I believe Teresa may be suffering from a mental illness. We lost a baby at 3 months old, this is 30 years ago, which was particularly traumatic for Teresa. I believe that was the beginning of some mental health issues for her. After we divorced and she had Hannah with her husband, Walter, Hannah was a very sick child. I believe the stress of that, followed by her husband's dementia, just piled up on Teresa, and that has a lot to do with her problems. Teresa has always taken care of her parents, but I believe she does take advantage of them financially. I believe Debbie loves Teresa and is trying to help her by calling her out on what's going on. When I reunited with Teresa in 2015, she was always looking on the phone for her next guy. She can't be satisfied. As soon as her current man's wallet is dry, she moves on to the next. I would tell any man she is with to wake up because she's pretty deceitful. She can be a piece of work.
Truthfully, I think it's heartbreaking that I have been so misinterpreted and disrespectful, and I have so many judgmental people. But where were these people when I was alone for almost 5 years? Where were these caring, loving people? I don't get it. Tell me.
I don't get what you mean by that. Where were we?
You never came around, Charlie. Don't put
Mom,
yourself on a
no,
pedestal. Neither did
no.
Joanna and Debbie very seldom.
I will admit, I don't come around lately
Yes.
because I can't stand the person you've become, and I don't agree with the lifestyle you're living.
When you get perfect, call me.
I went to look at your phone and you're like, no, don't look at my phone. I'll talk to whoever I want to talk to. And Dr.
I believe I probably said something like that because you know why? It's none of your business. It's none of your business. It's none
Well,
of
when
your
you ask
business.
who you were talking to, what are you doing? And you're just like, never mind.
You're a grown woman and you have the right to do what you want to do. But when you choose the behavior, you choose the consequences, and every right comes with a responsibility.
True.
And you don't have to answer to any of these folks,
I don't.
but you do have to answer to yourself and to the law.
Yep, my God.
And if you don't have enough insight, if everybody that has an intersection with your life is telling you the same thing and you're just poo-pooing all of it, to me, you lose credibility. There's a big difference between assertiveness and aggressiveness, and I think you're really confusing that, and I'm going to tell you the difference right after the break.
He's not taking ownership for anything.
What do you think I'm working on over here?
I know, but just saying.
What the hell do you think I'm doing over here?
You're doing your job.
Gardening?
No, you're doing it, but I'm just saying, I'm trying to say to her, you're not listening, Mom. You are not going to take anything away from this if you don't open your eyes and listen to him.
I've heard him, Hannah, and I have
Well,
taken
there are
his
two
advice.
things that I have to say to you, and then we're going to be finished here. And, well, three things. The first is, I promised to tell you the difference between assertiveness and aggressiveness. See, both of these advance your position. In assertiveness, you express your needs or feelings clearly, but you do it in a way that doesn't violate anybody else's rights. You don't step on their toes. In aggression, you're hostile, and you attack, and you threaten the rights of others. And you can be assertive and do what you want to do without having to attack the people that love you. But you've been attacking them all day.
That's not aggression, saying what I feel.
The second thing I want to say to you is, if someone read a transcript of this show and we said that you were 16, it would totally make sense. Because your behaviors are all rebellious. The only difference is you don't have to rebel. There's nobody to rebel against. They think I don't get the fact that you haven't been Mother Teresa monk for the last 30 years, just dutifully kind of walking along and caretaking, that you've tried to grab some sunlight here and there. But I think you lost a child at 3 months, and I think that hurt you very, very deeply. And I don't think you ever completely grieved that loss. I think you spent years as a caretaker for Hannah and her illness, and I think you did it willingly and you did it lovingly and would do it again.
Yep.
But I think it took a lot of your life energy to do that. And then when Walter fell ill, I think that took a lot of your life energy. And I think you were chronically depressed for a long time, and I mean that not just psychologically, but neurochemically. And I don't think that you have ever taken the time to hit the reset button and heal some of those wounds. I think until you resolve that, you're going to continue a path of rebellion that's going to lead you to pain. It would be my honor and pleasure to provide you with that help and guidance for that self-examination. I would be more than happy to set you up with a professional that would help you navigate this terrain to move into this phase of your life.
Sounds like a plan.
You willing to do that?
I'm willing to do that.
So this was part 2 in a 2-part episode. In part 1, we learned that Teresa got married at 17. She took care of a sick child. She also lost a child, which was discussed in this episode. She took care of her husband until he passed away from dementia. She's been taking care of her parents, so she spent a lot of her life, probably most of her life at this point, as a caretaker to others. Now she's finally free, and so she wants to lean into that freedom, and she's rebelling, and it seems that she might be a bit emotionally stunted and kind of stuck at the age where she got married. Dr. Phil said that if someone read a transcript of the episode, her words could sound like they're coming from a 16-year-old. Well, she got married at 17. So that makes sense. In part 1, we learned that she's doing reckless things like hooking up with truckers in the Walmart parking lot, and sending money to scammers, and maybe doing some sort of financial fraud situation with her parents' money. I don't really know. She's on dating sites. She's got boyfriends. She cheated on her boyfriend with some other man in the driveway in her car. So she's out there. But in this episode, I think we get a clearer view of her. She's very defiant, very rebellious, refusing to take responsibility. I guess she just doesn't want anyone telling her what to do because she just wants to be out here wild in the streets. I agree with Dr. Phil that it sounds like she never properly grieved her child and never properly recovered from all of her energy being drained to take care of other people. So maybe she's going about it in a way that's destructive for her. There's nothing wrong with having your freedom and enjoying your life and having fun as an adult, and her kids are adults, she's raised them, she should be able to have a good time. But here we're seeing more of how it's actually negatively impacting her relationship with her kids, and that's not great. And we certainly don't want her getting kidnapped or in a parking lot or at a truck stop or something. And we also don't want her giving away all of her money to scammers. I hope that she can get some help for her mental health, for her wellness, so that she can start to feel whole. But I'm just not shocked that this is how she's behaving when she essentially became a caretaker at age 17 and never stopped for the rest of her life. But what did you guys think about this one? What do you think about her behavior? She keeps saying everybody else is being disrespectful to her, but the only disrespectful behavior I see on this stage is coming from her. What do you think about how she can mend this relationship with her daughters and her sister? Do you agree with her that they're just jealous that she's thin? That's what she said in the last episode. They're jealous that she's thin. I don't think that's the case. I think they are legitimately concerned. But you guys let me know what you think about this. Drop it in the comments.